Hello, fellow book lovers. I am here to announce our September reading selection and our October reading selection. I hope you've had an amazing summer. It's not quite over, but I just wanted to give you all a heads up as we're getting into the busy season for a lot of you with school getting back in session. I want to just give you a head start on the reads and maybe do some shopping and maybe avoid a movie that's coming out. Or maybe it's already come out by the time you're seeing this. Just in case you are new to this, I tried earlier this year to do a monthly reading group, and I think it went pretty well, except we hit summer, and summer is just really hard for a lot of us, me as well. There's a lot of traveling and so forth, and anyway, so we took a little hiatus from book club, but I'm happy to announce that it is back, and it will hopefully be a monthly experience, see how things go, and I have the books ready for September and October. I do not have an October date chosen yet. It's a little early for that. But September will be Tuesday, September 24th. It will be in the evening. I haven't set an exact time because I want to kind of hear from y'all. What time zone are most of you in? We're going to go with majority rules. So most of you are watching are in North America. We're going to try it on a weekday evening. I've tried a Sunday afternoon. I've tried a weekend night. Let's try a weeknight. Now, if you can't make it for the live YouTube event, it will be recorded and reposted so you can catch up with it, but obviously it would be more fun if you can be here. And as usual, there will probably be technical difficulties as I try to maneuver YouTube Live. So also be aware there will probably be some test runs leading up to that time. Anyway, let's get to the books. So for September, I thought, actually the sequel to this book has just come out, and I thought what better time than to read this book at the beginning of the school season. Let me pull it up. It is called Class Mom by Lori Gelman. And like I said, the sequel just came out. That's what got me to check out this book. And let me read you a little synopsis from Amazon. Lori Gelman's clever debut novel about a year in the life of a kindergarten class mom, a brilliant send-up of the petty and surprisingly cutthroat terrain of parent politics. Jen Dixon is not your typical Kansas City kindergarten class mom, or mom in general. Jen already has two college-age daughters by two different, probably, musicians, and it's her second time around the class mom block with a 5-year-old Max, this time with a husband and father by her side. Though her best friend and PTA president sees her as the wisest candidate for this job, or the oldest, not all the other parents agree. From recording parents' response times to her emails about helping in the classroom, to requesting contributions of special brownies for curriculum night, not all of Jen's methods win approval from the other moms. Throw in an old flame from Jen's past, a hypersensitive allergy mom, a surprisingly sexy kindergarten teacher, and an impossible-to-please real housewife wannabe, causing problems at every turn, and the job really becomes much more than she signed up for. Relatable, irreverent, and hilarious in the spirit of Maria Semple, Class Mom is a fresh, welcome voice in fiction. The kind of novel the real moms clamor for, and a vicarious thrill read for all mothers who will be laughing as they are liberated by Gelman's acerbic truths. So, just a little bit about me. Before this whole YouTube thing became a thing for me, I called myself a professional volunteer. It started from the parenting thing. I got very involved on the PTO board of my kids' preschool. I was the fundraiser chair. I chaired a gala. Then I went on to get very involved in the PTA at their elementary school, started as committee chair for a variety of positions, including council delegate for the district-wide PTA, multicultural chairperson, where I started Multicultural Night, brought in a No Place for Hate diversity awareness program, not just to the school, but to the whole district, which is now spread, I should say, to every campus in the district, which is 60 campuses. I was a room mom. I was a room parent chair, which meant I oversaw all the room moms for the whole grade. Oh, I was the library chair for 3 years and ran 9 book fairs. And then ultimately, I was PTA secretary and treasurer for a very brief stint before I was kicked off. And that is a whole story, which we're not going to get into in this video. But anyway, that's what I did at the elementary school level. I did a little bit once they got into middle school, but really got more involved as a volunteer mom for their specific sports, in this case, football. So volunteer with not the head football mom, but I was in charge of all the silent auction gifts for the big all sports gala. And then I sat with Michael on our Athletic Booster Club board for 3 years, I think. So a lot of mom volunteering. I cannot wait. I haven't read this book, but when I saw this, I thought, I know I can relate to this. I'm sure there's a lot of parallels to real life and some hyperbole, but I cannot wait to read it. So that's what drew my attention to September's choice, Class Mom. Now for October, I had seen previews for this movie, which is inspired by the book, and I noticed that the author of the book I'm about to mention is referenced in the summary of September's book. So October's book choice is Where'd You Go, Bernadette. It's by Maria Semple. I've never read anything by her before. And here is the summary very quickly. Bernadette Fox is notorious. That's the main character. To her Microsoft guru husband, she's a fearlessly opinionated partner. To fellow private school mothers in Seattle, she's a disgrace. To design mavens, she's a revolutionary architect. And to 15-year-old B, she is a best friend and simply mom. Then Bernadette disappears. It began when B aced her report card and claimed her promised reward, a family trip to Antarctica. But Bernadette's intensifying allergy to Seattle and people in general has made her so agoraphobic that a virtual assistant in India now runs her most basic errands. To find her mother, B compiles email messages, official documents, secret correspondence, creating a compulsively readable and touching novel about misplaced genius and a mother and daughter's role in an absurd world. So what I'd like to do, just to help make our discussion more focused, I am going to list in the description box, obviously, both of the book choices, and I'm going to leave the discussion questions, or at least the ones I have compiled so far, for September's book. I got them from the actual book's website. So the author, I think, actually wrote these. We shall see. Anyway, hopefully that'll help you when you're reading to focus on the answers to these questions or how you would interpret the answers to these questions. There are no right and wrong answers. It's not a test, it's a discussion. So, like I said, we'll be doing this on YouTube Live. That seems to be the easiest format to do this. Instagram's a little tricky. It's hard to save. It only saves for a day. So there's not a lot of longevity there for people who miss it. And I feel like if you replay it, you can't see the comments. Maybe at some future point we'll try Facebook Live and do a Facebook group only book chat. That could be a lot of fun. And since I'm mentioning Facebook, I do have a Facebook group solely dedicated to the reading group. And I will also post the questions and all the announcements in the Facebook group as well. In fact, I'm going to do a little preview for them. So if you're a Facebook group follower, you already know all this information. Anyway, I hope you're as excited to read these books as I am. I haven't started yet. I've downloaded them both. I bought them both on Kindle. That is my preferred method of reading. Let me know below a couple of things. Okay, 1, what time zone are you in? And 2, what time of the evening specifically, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, in your time zone is the most convenient for you? And then the other question, what is your favorite format? Do you like a real book with paper? Do you like reading on a Kindle? I'm just curious. I'd love to know. All right, that's it. There's your homework. You have 2 books. And as always, send in your suggestions for future book club reading options. We have to come up with something for November and December. Thank you so much for watching. I can't wait to hang out with you in real time live on September 24th at some time in the evening. And I'll see you in the next video way before then. Thanks, guys.